Hey everybody, stay tuned to the end of this video if you don't mind. I've got some important stuff to tell you about whether I'm going to continue this channel or not. So you might be watching the last video that Dead Car Rescue does. I hope not, but it's kind of looking that way. Thought I'd let you guys know in advance before the end of the video, in case you don't watch it all the way through. If you don't want to watch the video, just run to the outro on the end, and I'll tell you all about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Car Rescue. I bought me a 1965 Chevrolet BelAir. Never heard it run. People said it used to run. We'll see. Okay, typical grandpa car. I did knock a taillight out of it today. Look here what I did. Pushing it up here with it side by side. Broke that taillight out. Doggone it. I hate that, but oh well, it's probably going to be just a parts car anyway. But it's got a real good back bumper on it. And it's got all the chrome on it. It's a BelAir. All the tires are the same tires, same size. They just all weather rotted. Yeah, it's seen better days, hasn't it? I didn't get much of a story from the people. It was their car, and they had parked it years and years ago. And the woman said, I just want it out of my yard. It's been here way too long. Let's take a look. Showing 59,869 miles. I got four of the good hubcaps with it too, see? It's a little automatic car. Got a key, radio, glove compartment. The dash looks really pretty complete, not like it's never been touched. It's got a good windshield in it. But the seat is gone. I don't know about the floors. It's got rust in it here and there. Somebody's puttied it up a little bit. Now there you go. It's probably a 250 6-cylinder motor. From the looks of it, it looks like it's probably set with a hood open on it. I don't know, but it looks pretty rough under here. There's some more rot up here on the top of the hood. Inner fenders, firewall, it's got rust. You can see through the firewall right behind the master cylinder over there. Well. I think that motor froze up. Got green antifreeze in it. So far, the rabbits haven't chewed the wires off on it or nothing like that. They're still on there. Got motor oil. I'm not tasting of it, by the way. Transmission fluid, yep. It's got tranny fluid. That's probably a, let's see, 65. We'll have a 3-speed automatic. I didn't even look. Let's go back and look. Neutral drive low. Nope, 2-speed automatic. A 2-speed power glide. That's what it is. That's probably that old heavy cast iron job too, I bet. Could be aluminum, I don't know. All right, there it is. There ain't much to show. It's just an old car. Let's get those spark plugs out and take a look at them. And we'll see if about putting some solution down in the cylinders and let it sit for a few days. I am going to put a little bit more effort in it and try to get that, see if that motor will turn over. Ah. Hey, it turns over. All right. Okay, good enough. That's what we want. Okay. Put them spark plugs out anyway. R44 XLS. Okay, that ought to do it. Take these spark plugs, take them over here and clean them up a little bit on the wire brush. Okay, we got all the bolts out of the valve cover. I'm going to take it loose and see what's down in there. I hope it's clean, but you never know in these old cars like that, especially when the mice have been getting in them. Here we go. Look at there. Look how clean that looks. Okay. Except for right there. Gotta suck that out with a vacuum cleaner, but all in all, it looks pretty good except for right there. A few soybeans, a piece of corn or two, and a mouse turd or something. Have you noticed there's still oil inside those cavities right there? All the way down. Huh. That's kind of weird. I figured that would have been all dried up. Okay, everybody, fairly good news. You saw what I saw. I'm happy with that. The motor does turn over. I've got transmission fluid inside the cylinders. Letting them just soak. I'm gonna let them soak for a couple of days. Today is, this is Friday. So I'll come back in here Monday and start working on this thing. And we'll see if we can't get it to fire off. How about that? Chevrolet, let's see what we can do. Y'all have a good weekend. Okay, I'm back. It's Monday morning. And all I've done was let it set over the weekend. I just put a battery on it, cleaned the terminals. And I don't know if that motor's stuck still or not. It could have been the fan belt slipping. I just thought it was turning. But we're going to try to start it with a starter just to see if it does anything. Let's try it. Hey. All right. That's a good thing. Let's see if we got any fire going to the points now. Let's do that. If we don't have any fire, we'll make fire. Okay, we're going to get a piece of sandpaper those points, because I know it's going to need done. Okay. We can get this sandpaper in there. Oh yeah. Okay, that ought to do it. All right, we'll get a hot wire hooked up to the coil. All right, let's see if we got any fire down here. Yep, we do. Inside the distributor cap looks good. So we're going to set it back up on there. Tighten it down and we'll pour some gas down the carburetor and see if it'll fire at least after we put the plugs in it. We got a brand new reconditioned spark plugs here. And when I worked at the Chevrolet dealership back in 1975, I got my job at the Chevrolet dealership for the first time I ever worked for a dealership. And back in the back room where they kept the tools, there was a spark plug cleaning machine. And it took sand and cleaned the spark plugs. You put your spark plug in this machine and you turn that thing on and it squirted sand on them spark plug tips and cleaned them. We're going to leave number 1 out and go ahead and tighten these up. Might have to put some Ford spark plug wires on this thing. I think I got Ford. I don't think I got any Chevrolets. What we're going to do is we're going to take the spark plug to stick it down in the plug wire. There's nothing in the hole right now. We're going to ground this against something and see if we got some spark here as we're turning it over. Yep, got spark. I never did see if all those rocker arms were moving. Let me check that real quick. Yep. All right, I'll put the battery on the charger and we'll let it charge up a little bit. Try it again. All right, the firing order is 153624. I had number 2 and number 4 crosswired. So I found that out just by looking. Chevrolet is clockwise, Fords are counterclockwise. So you work on a Ford, then you work on a Chevrolet, you got to get your head straight on which one you're working on. Which, no big deal. All right, we're going to pour some more gas down the throat of it. And we're going to hook the hot wire to the coil. And we're going to try it again. That sounds a little more promising. All right. I got it set on a high idle because that thing's kind of stuck. Aha! It was almost flooded, what it was. All right. I'm going to let that battery charge a little bit, and we'll come back and try it again here in a minute. Okay, I'm back from the parts store. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check the compression. I got 1 through 6 over there. We're going to see what the compression is on this thing. £160 on the number 1. That's 120. About 110 pounds. That's about 125. About 140. Give me some compression. It's 140 pounds. That's good. So there we go. 160, 120, 110, 125, 140, and 140. Number 3 cylinder's got 110, but that's still good enough. Maybe once you run it a little bit, the ring, if there's a ring stuck, it'll break loose and get back up there with the rest of them a little bit. But that's really close. I mean, that's good. I've run cars with 80 pounds and 60 pounds back in the past. I may have had one that had 80 pounds of compression, and the rest of them were all good. So this is fairly good. So I've got a box of goodies here. I bought a new coil. Bought a new distributor cap. Set of points, condenser, rotor button, and a set of wires. So, did I have to buy all this stuff? No. No, I could have replaced one thing at a time. Since I go to the parts store, it takes me about an hour to get there and back. And gas money and all that. I just bought it all. So that's what we got. That's what we're gonna put in. Huh. Okay, everybody, I hate to do this to y'all, but I accidentally played with it a little bit this morning before I started filming. Just hooked the gas line up to the carburetor, ran a gas line from the fuel tank into this jug, poured some gas in it, and it started. And it actually just started and sat there and ran until it ran this gas out of the funnel and the hose there. So I don't know. I was wanting to make a big reveal and say, okay, let's see if we can get it started. But the dang old thing started right up. Now we're going to try it again. And we're going to pour some gas in this funnel again. See if it'll run again. That old carburetor looks pretty clean. I was really surprised. I looked down in there and it looked good, so. Okay, we'll hook this up and we'll hit the starter button and see what she'll do. That's exactly the way it did this morning. Shooting some nasty gas out of that tank, but the fuel pump is working. Got a little rattle to it. I can hear it. Sounds like a rocker arm. So far, really no blow-by coming out of it. That could actually be a 54,000 mile motor, or 58,000 or whatever it's showing. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? Look at there, that was full anyway. Drained a gallon of gas out. That's that black gas. That's that good stuff, I guess. Well, I was surprised. I done a few things to it. I took this little gas filter out. I know it don't have a filter on it now because it's running out of this, but I could put a filter in it in the line because the fuel pump is working. And, you know, we may just keep running it until it runs all that gas out of there. and then pour some fresh gas in it. I smelt of it. Poured it on some of my wife's plants out there, and of course they wilted as soon as I did that, so I hope they come back around before she waters them tomorrow. I just wanted to see what it'd do to a plant. But the old car started on its own, really. I didn't get to play with it much. But anyway, I got everything new, like new points, rotor button, condenser, coil, plug wires, plugs. And the carburetor looks good inside, so dang, all we got to do now is put some air in the tire and go to the Sonic and get something to eat. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get rid of that old stinky gas. It's making my shop smell like a shop. Ugh. All right, let's do it. All right, we got everything buttoned up the way it should be, I hope, for it to start and run. I'm going to idle it up just a little bit before I raise the door, and then I'm going to start it up. Just gonna let it run till it runs all that gas out of the line. I'm going to go ahead and hook the fuel pump to the tank and let it run into the carburetor. It looks like it's doing a good job at pumping, and the gas doesn't look bad at all. Okay, I got the fuel filter in the fuel line from the tank going up to the carburetor. So We'll see if it starts pumping gas now. Stays running. Okay. Fire it up just a little bit. I'm gonna get in there and test the transmission, see if it will take reverse. I know I don't have a brake, but I'm gonna be easy with it. See if it will take gear backwards and forwards. Hopefully I won't run through the shop. Takes gear pretty good every year. Still needs some tinkering and some running. Adjust that carburetor. Carburetor adjusted. At least we did bring the old girl back alive. She was pretty much dead. Not a bad motor. No blow by. Sounds pretty good. I don't know what it sounds like on the video. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for this week's video. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're a subscriber, I do appreciate you guys. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this, folks. I'm contemplating on ending my channel. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not. I might. If I do end it, it will still be there. I just won't be making any more videos. I got some stuff coming up in my life, not medical or nothing like that. I'm going to help a friend out this fall, hauling corn and stuff back to the mill. Build up my cash funds a little bit. It's kind of tough just getting by on YouTube money and what I sell these cars for. But I'm going to do that for the fall, and that'll take up a lot of my time. I won't be able to do any cars for a while. But I want to thank all you guys for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. YouTube videos like this is more for a younger man. I can't hang with these guys that's putting out these videos every week, sometimes 2 videos. I just can't do it. Don't have the funds and don't have the energy, okay? I need to enjoy life a little bit. Let the camera go for a while and take a break. I got other things I need to work on. Things I need to do. I hope you guys understand. I'm healthy. There's nothing wrong with my health. Don't worry about that. My wife's fine with what I do, so don't have any problems with that. It's just the funds that's kind of hurting me right now. I've got so much money and I don't want to spend it all, and I'm going to hang on to it I might find that bargain that I can't live without and have to go get it. So, just taking a break right now. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.